This video is sponsored by Keeper Security. If you are in the market for the best Android tablet on the planet right now, this is the one. And after 2 months of using this Galaxy Tab S11 Ultra every single day for work, test edits, watching content, and even as a laptop alternative, I can say this with confidence. Samsung did not miss with this one. They took everything great about the Ultra lineup and essentially doubled down on refinement. It's slimmer, it's lighter, it's faster, and somehow even more premium than last year's model, which is just wild, right? Because last year's model already felt like sci-fi tech, but yeah, they made this one better somehow. This said, it does have its own share of issues, or should I say, compromises. Let's talk about all of it. If you're new to this category of tablets, well, the first thing you will notice about this one is the 14.6-inch AMOLED panel. It is ridiculous in the best way possible. It's bright enough to use outside, color accurate enough for design work, and big enough to feel like a portable workspace. Movies look just insane here. Games look even better here. I mean, it just feels like major overkill at this point. Even its build takes the word premium to an even higher level, right? In all aspects of the device, if you think about it. The design alone truly is on another level. We're talking about 5.1mm thick, insanely slim bezels, huge, as I mentioned already, 14.6 canvas that basically is nearing laptop territory. Samsung seems to have refined the design of this guy here so much that it feels less like a tablet, but more like a portable OLED monitor or display. And since it's slimmer than a lot of smartphone out right now, it feels very light despite that size. So far, it's been fantastic for casual reading and, or media consumption in bed or on the couch. Samsung's Armor aluminum frame has kept it sturdy without adding bulk. And oh, yes, it's IP68, water and dust resistance, which normally is rare for tablets in this category, but again, you have it here. Overall, it's just a sleek, solid, huge device that just instantly stands out. Now let's go ahead and talk about the star of this show here, right? The reason you might want to buy this thing, the display. Like I mentioned already, you have that 14.6 dynamic AMOLED with a 16:10 aspect ratio that makes, movie consumption here just a dream. You have super high resolution here at up to 1600 nits of brightness, and that is coupled with that anti-glare coating. So whether you are indoor or outdoors, there's no need for you to squint. You're still gonna be able to enjoy your content without any issues, right? Everything will show on here just squeaky clean and bright. This is simply the best display on any tablet, period. Movies look cinematic, HDR content pops, games look unreal here. If you're into media consumption, or drawing, or photo editing, or photo and video editing, color work, this screen here makes everything feel more premium. And as you would imagine, it is overkill for simple tasks as, Instagram scrolling. But for content, work, drawing, editing, multitasking, it's just glorious, right? I have loved every single second that I have spent over the past couple of months staring at this display here. My user experience with this panel has been perfect. And with this, I want to go ahead and talk about specs and performance now. And this is where things get a little, controversial. And you may already be aware of the fact that Samsung flagship devices used to make only exclusive use of Qualcomm's Snapdragon chipsets for their platforms. Now, when Samsung decided to shift things around and load their new gen tablets with MediaTek chipsets, all hell broke loose. Even I was not happy about it, right? I even told you all about that. And that is simply because we were also used to Snapdragon chips, their power, their reliability, and all of that good stuff, right? It was just something that we loved. With that being said, I'm gonna be the first one to tell you that maybe, just maybe, we jumped the gun by, crapping on the MediaTek Dimensity chipsets, because those things are delivering. Even my Galaxy Tab S10 Plus here from last year was loaded with a MediaTek Dimensity 9300 Plus, and that thing is still going like crazy. Inside the Galaxy Tab S11 Ultra here, Samsung packed it, with a top-tier MediaTek Dimensity 9400 Plus, right? So more powerful than that of last year. And nothing that I have thrown at this tablet has managed to slow it down. Anywhere from heavy multitasking with multiple apps, video editing, timelines, Samsung DeX mode with external display, the darn thing just eats everything. It eats it up, right? So you get improved or better CPU and GPU performance, better efficiency, and I'm not sure if you are aware, but thermal management on the MediaTek Dimensity 9400 Plus is insane. It is highly efficient and that gigantic battery lasts insanely long. Now, is it a night and day upgrade from last year if you already own the S10 Ultra? Absolutely not, but it certainly is a massive jump if you are coming from a mid-range or even a previous flagship. Alright, if you are stuck trying to find the perfect tech gift this holiday season, don't worry, I got you covered. Because here are some awesome gifts for your loved ones, or even for yourself. Gift number one, a solid pair of wireless earbuds, because, they make almost everything better. Gift number two, a smart tracker for your keys, or wallet, or even for your cat. And gift number three, and this is the biggest and most useful one, a Keeper security subscription. Keeper keeps your passwords, logins, and sensitive info safe and synced across all your devices. So when you unwrap that brand new phone or laptop, logging in takes just seconds. It's the gift of peace of mind, and everyone needs that. So whether you're gifting gadgets or protecting them, a Keeper subscription is the perfect gift. Get 50% off using my discount code IvanCam50. The link is going to be in the description. Now, quickly highlighting the S Pen here, as you may know, this guy here went through a massive redesign. It looks good, it feels really light and natural in hands. Over the past couple of months, it's made my digital writing experience the absolute best. That said, the absence of the magnetic strip that used to be on the back of the tablet here has definitely negatively affected my user experience. I really want to make sure that that point comes across, right? I really hate that they took away the magnetic strip on the back of the tablet there. Now, the only way to keep my stylus on the tablet is pretty much by sticking it to the side here. And it doesn't take much for it to fall off the tablet. Again, I really hate that. And also the lack of Bluetooth, linking this to the tablet here, along with the lack of haptics. They took away that too. Why? And that also goes for the remote air actions. These are still things that I'm having a hard time getting over. But anyways, other than that though, the use of this pencil-like stylus has been great, right? It has better tilt control, and it's great for drawing and note-taking, It also has great pressure sensitivity and control with a very grippy tip. Those are all good things. Now, let's go ahead and move on to battery now. And of course, for a big tablet like this one, you need big power. You need as much power as possible, which Samsung delivers here. What we have here is an 11,600 milliamp hour battery, which is definitely an all-day use for mixed workloads. And in practical terms, it simply means that you can go through a full day of, browsing, streaming, editing, drawing, and even taking notes without the whole battery anxiety that you would normally feel with other tablets. So let's just say that so far it's been a very positive experience for me, and I'm talking about the battery life. Now let's go ahead and close out with cameras here, and just like on the regular Galaxy Tab S11, it took me by surprise. The camera here is just fantastic for a tablet, of course. Image quality is excellent, and pictures or photos look like they were taken by a smartphone. You get a 13 and an 8 megapixel camera on the back here, and on the front you get a 12 megapixel ultra wide with auto framing, right? So that's what it gives you, the ability to move around, and the camera will track to make sure that you stay within the frame. Anyways, with all of this being said, here is my take. The Samsung Galaxy Tab S11 Ultra here is not for everyone. It certainly is overkill for casual users, or let's just say regular consumers, right? It totally is overkill. That said, if you're one of these people, say a digital artist, a content creator, or a designer, well, that's the same, I guess, as digital artist. But anyways, or if you want a laptop-like setup, or even a portable OLED for movies and games, then this tablet absolutely makes sense. And that is just my take on this. Look what I was talking about. The S Pen is already falling off. Why would they do that? Anyway, so that was my take. What is your take on this here? Let me know with any comments, any questions you may have in the comment section. Also, by the way, with the holiday season pretty much being here, Black Friday, Christmas, and all that good stuff, you're gonna have a lot of deals running on this tablet. If you happen to be in the market for this guy here, I'm gonna have some links in the description so you can take advantage of some of these massive, discounts that are running on the Galaxy Tab S11 Ultra and even the regular. So make sure to check out the links that I have in the description. I'm certainly hoping that this was informative. Make sure to like this video, make sure to share if you know anyone who will be interested. I'm gonna catch you in the comment section like I always do. I'm also gonna catch you in the next video. And by the way, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Did I say that already? Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. I'm gonna catch you in the next video. Up until that next video, of course, as always, stay safe out there.